questions remain about why a Catoosa County man accused in his own daughter's death walked free for more than 5 months. Good evening. I'm Kim Chapman.
And I'm Calvin Sneed. Hannah Lawrence spent the day trying to track down answers after a crash that happened at the end of last year. Hannah, what did you find out?
Kim and Calvin, an obituary identifies the driver as the toddler's father. He's now facing several charges, including vehicular homicide and child endangerment.
Facebook pictures show a sweet 2-year-old girl buried way too early. This crash report shows back in November, Jack Milholland was driving under the influence with Lily in the car. It says he was chasing someone when they flipped on Stewart Road. Lily, who wasn't buckled in, was thrown from the car.
According to the report, a domestic argument started here on Corral Road. This house is also listed as the address for Kristen Wilson. That's Lily's mom.
We found Wilson, but she didn't want to talk about that night, saying her relationship with Milholland has become a big mess. Last Thursday night, a deputy was dispatched here to Keith Road for reports of a reckless driver. The man who lives at this house directed police to the spot where Milholland ditched his car and disappeared into the woods. He says Milholland was a friend of his who would stop by from time to time. He told us today he didn't know the 20-year-old was a wanted man for his daughter's death until he was arrested. Up until then, he didn't seem to be hiding on social media, posting these pictures of his family. So why did it take more than 5 months after Lily died to get Milholland into custody? The Catoosa County Sheriff refused to meet with us today about how his department handled the case.
Is the sheriff here?
Sheriff Sisk replied to our request for an interview with a text saying Milholland went to rehab after he got out of the hospital for his injuries in the wreck. He said the DA's office was in contact with Milholland's attorney to schedule a time to turn himself in. Why that didn't happen, we still don't know.
The deputy who arrested Milholland last Thursday responded to the Keith Road location twice before finding him. We asked the sheriff why the deputy left that area before finding him. He didn't respond. Calvin.
Thanks, Hannah. A court date has not yet been scheduled for Milholland. He's still in the Catoosa County Jail.